I embark on a journey through time and mystery, where the echoes of ancient Rome and the fabled disappearance of its illustrious Legio IX Hispana blend into a narrative of intrigue, valor, and enigma. In the hallowed annals of Roman history, Legio IX Hispana was celebrated as a symbol of strength, discipline, and the indomitable spirit of its 5,000 soldiers, who marched across continents and battled adversaries with relentless courage. Their departure from the heart of an empire to the wild frontiers of Britain was more than a strategic maneuver. It was a voyage into the heart of the unknown, where destiny and fate would soon intertwine. As I trace the steps of these formidable warriors, I invite you to imagine the rustling of their armor under the vast expanse of a tumultuous sky and the resolute beat of their marching feet echoing through rugged landscapes that bore witness to both triumph and tragedy. This narrative is not merely a recount of military campaigns, but a deep exploration of human resolve in the face of overwhelming odds. It leaves us pondering the ultimate questions. What unforeseen perils did these stalwart soldiers encounter on the mysterious British soil? Were they overwhelmed by a savage ambush, swallowed by a hidden calamity, or lost to the annals of history in the chaos of battle? Amidst the shifting mists and ancient stones of Britain, the striking image of Legio IX Hispana endures, her legacy a haunting reminder of valor and mystery. In the following exploration, I will unravel the historical tapestry of this legion, delving into the factors that could have sealed their fate and examining the enduring impact their absence has on our understanding of the ancient world. This narrative paves the way for an adventure into the unknown, uncovering secrets of old. I now turn my focus to the broader historical context that enveloped Legio IX Hispana, a force that distinguished itself amidst the grandeur of the Roman Empire. In a realm where military prowess was both art and necessity, legions were the backbone of Roman expansion, their discipline and organization setting them apart from their contemporaries. Legio IX Hispana was founded during a period of optimism and ambition, when the empire's boundaries were both an invitation to conquer and a challenge to overcome. The legion earned its reputation through campaigns fought on varied fronts, displaying unwavering bravery in battles that carved the trajectory of an empire. Tales passed down through generations speak of their impeccable training, rigorous routines, and remarkable unity, qualities that resonated deeply with the ideals of Roman military tradition. Ancient records and inscriptions capture only fragments of their storied past, from the orderly ranks of disciplined soldiers to the intense fervor displayed on distant battlefields. The legion was not merely a collection of fighters, but a microcosm of Roman society itself, reflecting the values, ambitions, and the relentless spirit of its era. Enlisted men, hailing from diverse corners of the empire, contributed their strength and resolve to hundreds of miles of marching, all under the banner of Rome. The environmental challenges, the long and treacherous journeys, and the ever-present specter of conflict shaped their identity in a way few could imagine. Artifacts, relics, and ancient writings offer tantalizing glimpses into their disciplined world, celebrating the blend of valor and strategy that enabled them to overcome countless obstacles. Yet even as they achieved significant victories, the shifting sands of fortune foreshadowed a fate that remains shrouded in mystery. The backdrop of political ambition, territorial disputes, and the constant push of Rome's frontier ambitions adds layers of complexity to the story of Legio IX Hispana. In studying their legacy, one uncovers not only tales of military triumph, but also reflections on the impermanence of glory and the unpredictable nature of history. Ancient ruins and marble inscriptions serve as silent testaments to their valor. Each preserved artifact helps historians piece together a fragment of events, capturing a legion that once thundered across battlefields. The orderly discipline, shared hardships, and enduring camaraderie of these soldiers offer a poignant glimpse into a past where duty and honor were intertwined into life, leaving an unforgettable legacy. Their story remains a timeless inspiration. Legio IX Hispana began its march to Britain under a sky streaked with the early hues of dawn, each step carrying them further from the familiar comforts of Rome. The journey was marked by both routine discipline and the uncertainty of new lands. Along winding roads and rugged country paths, the legionaries passed through regions of contrasting beauty, from the sun-kissed valleys reminiscent of home to bleak highlands that challenged even the hardiest souls. Each mile brought with it a mixture of hope and apprehension, as the soldiers grappled with the reality that every footstep was a step toward a foreign destiny. Throughout this arduous travel, the legion's tightly knit camaraderie was the beacon that sustained them. Even amid physical exhaustion and the biting chill of night, the soldiers supported one another as if bound by an unspoken promise of survival. The landscape itself played a dramatic role in their journey. Thick woodlands, meandering rivers, and steep hillsides formed a natural theater for both triumph and peril. Ancient stone markers, remnants of forgotten civilizations, hinted at histories buried beneath the soil, a silent prelude to the mysteries awaiting them in Britain. As the legion crossed into the outskirts of the island, the scenery transformed dramatically. The rolling grasslands and wild moorlands, bathed in a light that was both eerie and enchanting, welcomed them to a land where nature reigned supreme and man's constructs were few. In this timeless setting, every soldier felt the weight of history and the burden of destiny. The journey was more than a march across geographical spaces. It was an odyssey into a realm filled with legends, whispered by the wind among ancient oaks and echoing off time-worn stone ruins. Every mile of the road was a testament to the determination of the men who had left behind the grandeur of Rome to seek glory on the frontier. Their path, fraught with challenges and unpredictable dangers, was a vivid illustration of the resilience of the human spirit. As the legion advanced, the landscape and the elements joined in silently narrating the dramatic chapter of their forthcoming fate, leaving an indelible mark on both the soldiers' hearts and the tapestry of ancient history. Approaching the heart of Britain, the legion sensed that the air held echoes of ancient legends and forewarnings of imminent challenges. The landscape before them, a vast expanse of misty fields and quiet woodlands, was not simply open territory, but a realm alive with mystery. Each measured step revealed subtle details, a hidden stone, a weathered monument that whispered tales of past glories and forgotten sorrows. In these moments, their journey transcended mere travel and became a silent communion with history. The path they trod was a meeting place of the old and the new, an enduring symbol of courage and discovery that would shape their destiny as much as the very land itself. Their every step, measured and deliberate, echoed with the promise of forging a new chapter in a saga that spanned centuries and worlds beyond measure. After the legion settled on the British frontier, events took an unexpected turn. In a region where nature was both a formidable ally and an unseen enemy, a series of perplexing incidents began to unfold. It is said that in the aftermath of a fierce skirmish on a fog-shrouded battlefield, chaos erupted amidst the ranks of Legio IX Hispana. Some accounts suggest that a brutal ambush drove the soldiers into disarray, while others claim that an inexplicable calamity struck the army without warning. The ensuing confusion led to a rapid and mysterious dispersal that left little evidence of an organized retreat, provoking endless debate among historians. As I retrace the hidden clues left on ancient soil, I observe that some relics hint at a mass battle, while others indicate the possibility of a natural disaster disrupting the normal flow of military life. For instance, scattered weapons and caked mud imprints on stones evoke images of sudden combat, intermingled with signs of environmental turbulence. The tragic narrative of that fateful day has long ignited the imagination of scholars and casual enthusiasts alike, who endeavor to piece together fragmented records and enigmatic inscriptions. Multiple theories have emerged. One posits that the legion was overwhelmed by a coalition of local tribes determined to reclaim their lands. Another contends that a severe outbreak of disease might have decimated the ranks, exacerbated by the harsh climate and logistic challenges of supply lines in an unfamiliar terrain. Yet another interpretation suggests that the legion, confronted by unexpected abandonment and betrayal, may have been forced into a desperate act of survival that resulted in its disappearance. Each theory, rich with both evidence and conjecture, forms part of the enduring mystery that continues to captivate those who study the twilight of Rome's greatest military endeavor. In my narrative journey through forgotten battlefields and sunken remnants of civilization, I encounter a silent chorus of unanswered questions. Was it an orchestrated military defeat, a tragic series of environmental misfortunes, or an event shrouded in the deliberate obscurity of political intrigue? The truth remains elusive, lying hidden beneath layers of time and myth, inviting us to venture further into the labyrinth of history. Examining the sparse yet potent remnants of this catastrophic episode, I ponder the possibilities with a mind attuned to both logic and wonder. The remnants, whether stones marked by the fury of battle or silent memorials left by nature, serve as portals to a time when destiny was forged in the crucible of conflict. As I piece together these scattered clues, a picture emerges that is as fragmented as it is compelling, hinting at events that defy simple explanation. The mystery of Legio IX Hispana's disappearance endures, compelling every seeker of truth to question, investigate, and embrace the ambiguity of a past that is as enigmatic as it is instructive. Thus, the disappearance of Legio IX Hispana remains one of history's most perplexing enigmas, a puzzle that continues to spark curiosity and fuel scholarly debate across the ages. Modern scholarship has revisited the mystique surrounding Legio IX Hispana with renewed vigor and a blend of historical scrutiny and imaginative inquiry. In the years since these events, researchers have sifted through dusty scrolls, weathered inscriptions, and unearthed artifacts, each serving as a silent testimony to the legion's storied past. The debate over their fate is as dynamic as it is enduring, with theories that have evolved over centuries. The blend of classical texts and modern archaeological findings creates a tapestry of evidence that is both rich and complex, inviting continuous re-examination of what truly happened on that fateful British soil. In reflecting on the Legion's legacy, I am struck by how their story has transcended the confines of military history to touch upon the realms of literature, art, and national identity. The disappearance of Legio IX Hispana is more than an isolated military event. It is a mirror reflecting the tumultuous interplay of ambition, fate, and the relentless march of time. As historians debate whether the Legion perished in battle, succumbed to a mysterious environmental catastrophe, or fell victim to betrayal, each narrative contributes distinct layers to the overarching mythos of ancient Rome. The discourse is enriched by accounts from ancient chroniclers, whose poetic and often ambiguous language leaves ample room for interpretation and speculation. The impact of this unresolved mystery is felt even today, as modern storytellers and scholars draw inspiration from the unknown. Museums display relics, while novels and films reimagine the valor and sorrow of those elusive final hours. My own journey through historical research reveals that what lingers most powerfully is the enduring human fascination with unanswered questions. The void left by Legio IX Hispana serves as an enduring chasm in the record of history, a space where myth and fact coexist in a delicate balance, challenging us to seek clarity even in the face of overwhelming obscurity. Within academic circles, debates continue to erupt over the interpretation of scant evidence, igniting passionate discussions that merge skepticism with reverence for ancient traditions. Scholars pore over letters, battle plans, and the subtle cues embedded in surviving monuments, all in an effort to reconstruct a narrative that remains frustratingly incomplete. Yet, it is precisely this incompleteness that fuels ongoing inquiry and preserves the Legion's legendary status. The mystery compels us to acknowledge the limits of historical certainty, celebrating the inherent unpredictability of human endeavors. As I traverse these intricate layers of historical analysis and cultural memory, I find that each theory, while distinct, converges on a single profound realization: that history is as much about enduring questions as it is about definitive answers. Legio IX Hispana, in her enigmatic fate, embodies the eternal struggle between light and shadow, clarity and ambiguity. The disappearance of the Legion has ignited a fire of intellectual curiosity that continues to illuminate the path for future discoveries and interpretations, ensuring that their legacy will forever resonate as a testament to the resilient spirit of ancient warriors. Today, the legacy of Legio IX Hispana continues to stir passionate debate among both academics and the curious public. Their story, shrouded in ambiguity and dotted with tantalizing clues, challenges us to explore the boundaries of recorded history. Every inscription, artifact, and obscure reference is a piece of a larger puzzle that invites endless speculation and scholarly investigation. In this light, the disappearance of the Legion is not merely a tale of military loss, but a timeless narrative that reflects the eternal complexities of fate, honor, and the human condition. Its unresolved mystery fuels curiosity, urging us to keep seeking truth amid the shadows of our past. Reflecting on the enigmatic fate of Legio IX Hispana, I find that this historical puzzle encapsulates the timeless allure of ancient mysteries. The Legion's disappearance is not simply a void in the military record, but a profound narrative of human courage, sudden tragedy, and the unpredictable forces of fate. It invites us to contemplate the fine line between history and myth, and to acknowledge that even the most disciplined empires are not immune to the whims of chance and the vagaries of destiny. The story of these 5,000 valorous soldiers transcends the boundaries of time, resonating with modern audiences who yearn to understand the intricacies of our past. Their final, mysterious journey through hostile terrains and unforgiving landscapes remains a powerful symbol of both the rise and inevitable decline of even the mightiest institutions. Through the lens of this legacy, I am reminded that history is a living tapestry woven from triumphs and tragic uncertainties. As I bring my exploration to a close, I invite contemplation on the enduring impact that unresolved questions have on our collective memory. Legio IX Hispana continues to inspire lively debates, encouraging future generations to embrace curiosity and the relentless search for truth. A search that, much like the Legion's journey, is fraught with challenges, but ultimately enriches our understanding of who we are.